Welcome everyone. Welcome on board for the orientation of DEHS, that's Diploma in Environment, Health and Safety. We are World Academy for Research and Development, and we are a UK-based organization. So just to give you a glimpse of what we are doing and what is the progress. So this is the UK RLP. We are registered under the UK government as learners provider. You can see the number on the screen. Recently, we have the prestigious accreditation from the American Accreditation Association. This is one of the premium accreditations where World Academy is accredited as a certification body under the scheme of 17,024, which is basically focusing on personnel certification. These are other ISO certifications that we have, which goes from 9,001, 17,024, 40,118, 29,993, and 30,414. So these are all based on HR and certification providers as well. Well, the impact that we have as an institute, that we are present in over 65 plus countries and offering about 200 plus programs, both academic and certified programs. We have trained over 30,000 plus professionals across these 65 countries. We have a pool of 132 instructors from over 14 countries. About 30% of our alumni are C-suite holders at the moment. And the passing rate on the first attempt of our programs are almost like 95%. Why World Academy would be the right choice? Well, it is because we are one of the largest professional certification institutions based in UK. Our credentials are globally accepted. We have a very affordable fee, and we also provide flexible payment plan. There's a wide range of programs that we cover, from HR to project management, supply chain, accounting, finance, health and safety, and so on and so forth. About 150 plus programs among these are certified programs. 30 plus programs are master's level programs. 40 plus is diploma level programs. We have a very user-friendly learning management system. So whoever actually enrolls in the program gets the access to the portal. That's a study portal. It's very user-friendly. All the materials and everything is available on the portal. Finally, a credential badge is provided upon successful completion of this program, and it is through credly.com, which is a concern of Pearson. I believe those who are related to business books and everything, they are aware of Pearson Education. So it's one of the sister concern. The global affiliation that we have as an institute is we are an accredited institute by NQual. It is an off-qual regulated awarding body based in UK. We are an accredited institute by National CPD Certification UK. Accredited institute by National Project Management Academy of United Kingdom. Then we have an approved center by Cambridge Academy of Professionals UK, approved center by ProfQual-UK, and National Human Resource Certification Academy UK. We are a very proud provider of HRCI, SHRM, and ATD. Those who are related to HR backgrounds, they are well aware of these organizations. And a couple of our programs are also academically aligned with SHR. We are in partner with Institute of KPI Specialist and also Academy of Business English and Communication. So basically, the mission that World Academy has for 2030 is to become the #1 professional certification institute. And that goes with having presence over 100 countries. So that's what we are heading towards. I hope before this 2030, we will be able to cover it. So in 2025, we had arranged some graduation ceremonies in different countries, which included Kenya. It was in the mid of the year. It has very good responses. We organize this for our participants or alumni who have completed programs through World Academy, which was also followed by a summit, which was called as Global Professional Summit 2025. We also had another graduation ceremony held in Uganda, and it was also in the midst of the year in 2025, which was followed by a National People Summit. And the last program, which was held in Tanzania, it was also a graduation ceremony with all our participants. Some of them flew from other countries as well. So we've organized it, and it was followed by a global professional summit as well. So these are a couple of our physical programs that we have done. Now, the reason we all are here is because of the Diploma in Environment, Health and Safety, in short, DEHS. So this program is validated and quality assured by ProfQual-UK. On the screen, what you're seeing is the digital badge that I've previously referred to. This digital badge will be provided to you via credly.com. And that would state that you have successfully completed all the assessments of this program particularly. This is the sample certificate and transcript, which you will be receiving upon successful completion. So the success story so far is that we have completed about 3 batches, and this is going to be the 4th batch. So right around 97 professionals have already have completed this program, and they were across 11 countries so far. So the feature that we have for this program is actually, this program is going to be 6 months duration. I'm sorry about the mistake. It's not 4 months. It's going to be 6 months. There will be, all these sessions will be conducted via Zoom. As we are having this orientation, it's going to be like this. The classes will be on Sundays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. GMT, same time, almost same time for now. I think it's half an hour or an hour afterwards. The books and the materials will be provided on the portal. That's completely free, so you can use it at your best. And of course, there's an option to interact through the learning management system as well. So why choose World Academy's diploma program? Well, we focus mostly on job-oriented learning. The framework is mostly on competencies. There's an extensive practices during the sessions that we'll have. A lot of simulated exercises, equipped with tools and formats, so you can apply in your practical fields. Of course, the sessions will be online, and the global resources will be, there are a mix of trainers. We have one of our trainer, Mr. Mathur is with us today. So I'll give him the platform later to give the introduction of the modulation part. So moving on, the portfolio is basically, that's how it looks. Well, there are about 24 practical focus modules in this program. In total, 72 competencies will be covered, along with 72 learning objectives. A total of 240 guided questions will be provided all throughout this course. 12 case studies will be covered, and 12 group activities will be done during this program. So let's look into the class management. Well, as I've said before, there are 24 modules. So that means 24 modules will be covering about 24 classes. Sessions per week is 1. So that's each 2 hours and 30 minutes. Total session is about 30 hours for this whole program. There will be review and question answer sessions for every day, every class. Of course, the recording will be provided after the session. And usually the class materials is provided within 24 to 48 hours. We try to provide it as soon as possible. Now, the class notifications or exam notifications, that means any updates about the sessions will be provided on WhatsApp group. So anyone who has enrolled in the program will be soon added or has already been added to a WhatsApp group where they'll get all the updates about the classes, about the exams, about assignments, etc., etc. For any reason, if the trainer is not available or there's a natural calamity, we might have to skip that session and go to the next module. But that does not mean that we're going to skip that module. We will definitely cover it later on. So there's nothing to worry about if one module, like module 2, is skipped and we've gone to module 3. We will definitely cover module 2 in coming classes. Yeah, so every materials that will be provided will be on the learning management system. So that's the portal that we are referring to. Nothing is going to be handed over to email or the WhatsApp group. And of course, whenever you join a session, you are always requested to use your full name, the one that you have registered with, so that we can identify and keep it as an attendance. Now let's look into the assessment part of this program. Well, as I've said before, there's one final exam. In total, there are 6 exams. Each exam will have multiple choice questions and a question answer part. So there's 2 parts to each exam. There will be about 20 multiple choice questions. Each question is 2 marks, so that's 40. And essay type questions, there will be 2. So each will weigh about 20 marks, so that's 40. In total, about 80 marks are allocated for each exam. The duration will be 60 minutes. And to qualify, you need to make sure that you get 50% and above. Of course, if you have missed the exam, or if you have not done well in one of the exam, you will have the opportunity to attend the makeup exam, which is completely free. But if there is any further attempts, you need to contact the administration for the 3rd attempt of the examination. So the assignments part, which is the other assessment part of this program, is that you will have to go through a pre-course assignment, which is going to be available on the very beginning or the start of the program. So that is only for learning purpose. I repeat, that is only for learning purpose. It's not going to be marked or anything. We expect you to write anything that you have existing in your mind based on your knowledge. You just submit that. That's not going to be counted in the marking part. But the other areas that we're going to look into is the unit-wise exam or unit-wise assignment. Each assignment has 20 marks, and you need to make sure that you qualify above 50% or 50%. There will be one capstone project. The weight of the capstone project is 300, and the qualifying mark is 50 and above. Remember that we will be checking the plagiarism and AI for the capstone project. When you submit, it's going to go through this process. Anything above 25% for either plagiarism or AI detection will be returned to you for resubmission. Now, just to give you a glimpse of how it can look for the marking part. So you can see that the pre-course assignment, it's only for learning purpose, so there's no marks to it. The unit-wise assignments, there are 6. Each is 20 marks, so 120 marks allocated for all the unit-wise assignment. You have to make sure that you get 50 and above for every assignments, not in total, but in each and every assignment. Similarly, for the exam, there will be 6 exams. You have to make sure that you get 50% of 80 marks for each exam to qualify. So that means every assignment and every exam needs to be qualified. Finally, the capstone project, that's 300, 50% and above is the qualifying mark. So that's how the assessment framework would look like. So the certification, well, upon successful completion of this program, like your grades and everything has been published, you have been qualified. You will get the electronic certificate and the digital badge via email. That's going to be available within 5 to 7 days of the final result publication. Now, the final result may be the exam or the assignment, whichever one comes last. From that day on, 5 to 7 working days would be required to publish the electronic certificate and the digital badge, which is going to be provided to you on your email. And finally, the printed certificate, World Academy usually distributes it 4 times a year. So whichever slot is nearest to this batch's completion, we will be arranging it accordingly and distribute it based on confirmation of your postal address and etc. So this is what we will be doing for the entire program. Just to give you a glimpse, there are 4 phases. Phase 1 of this program is to do the pre-course assignment. Phase 2 is to attend the sessions, do the activities like the assignments, attend the exams, submit the final capstone project. And of course, the 4th phase will be the post-completion part, which includes certifications, etc. So that is all from my part. I will stop sharing my screen and I would invite Mr. Mutir, sir. The floor is yours. He is our expert who will be conducting a couple of our sessions for this program. Sir, kindly do introduce yourself and then start off with the modulation.
Thank you. Thank you, Tohid, for your nice presentation. I also come to know something new. Thank you for that. This is Mohammad Motiur Rahman. Hopefully, I'm going to be your trainer for some of the courses. I'm from Bangladesh. I welcome everybody. I can see Sanjay Filippo is there, Alfred Mac Mason, Bella Karimi, Ebenezer Ampong, Ephraim Nayon Saba, Sumit Sarkar, and Uttom are there. I thank you, everybody. A very good evening from Bangladesh. Now, I'm going to give you some understanding about the courses we're gonna conduct and you're gonna learn. What are those? As you can understand, there are 6 units. Each unit has 4 sessions. Okay, there are 6 units. Each unit has 4 sessions or 4 modules. So totally, you're gonna get 24 modules. Unit 1, Introduction to Health, Safety and Environment. Then Workplace Safety is Unit 2. Unit 3, Hazard Communication and Industrial Hygiene. Unit 4, Safety Management. Unit 5, Accident Management. And Unit 6, Occupational Diseases and its Prevention. My dear participants, I hope that you will understand the learning outcomes. Yes, Ebenezer Ampong, you raised hand, my dear. You wanted to say something? Please unmute yourself and speak up.
Please, my question is, if a student could not join the class from 2 to 3, do they have any alternative for him?
Yes, you're gonna have the recorded.
Please, my question is, if a student could not join the class from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. each Sunday, would they have any alternative for him for the class?
Yes, you're gonna have alternative. That means you're gonna have the recorded session of the class after the class has ended. So you can take it from LMS, Learning Management System. From there, you can get it. But I hope that you will attend because lots of interaction will be happened over there. And if you have any question, if you want to clarify anything, that will be the chance to, as you can, if you can, attend the live sessions. So that will help you. But in case of inevitable issues, you will have the recorded version of the class. Okay. Do you understand it, Mr. Ampong? My dear Ampong, do you understand it? What you have asked for?
Sir, we may have the question answer session at the end after you complete, so it's going to be okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
great. Thank you.
So the first one, introduction to health, safety, and environment. As you can understand, there are three stakeholders in your safety program. One is your employee, another one is your organization or your assets, and the last but not the least is environment. So this in this introductory part, there are four modules will be covered. Number one is introduction and significance of health and safety, organizational safety culture, role and responsibility of competencies of safety professional, and then environmental management and pollution control. These are the modules will be covered by under unit 1, introduction to health, safety, and environment, with the aim or learning objectives of understanding the principles and significance of health, safety, and environmental management. Because any sort of development, there should be a sustainable one. When you are targeting the sustainable development, you must have to take care of your health, your safety, as well as the safety of your employees and the safety of your environment also. Otherwise, you can't have the sustainable development. On that purpose, or aiming into that very learning object, we design Unit 1, Introduction to Health, Safety, and Environment. We included these four modules, and you will have the chance to develop strategies to build a positive safety culture within the organization. What is a safety culture? As you can understand, when you are doing your work and nobody is watching, but you are doing your work according to safety rules, that is your safety culture. So we will focus into that by in unit 1. There will be four modules. Then unit number 2. What does that mean? Unit number 2, we will cover workplace safety. Okay, workplace safety. It is again have four modules. Number 1 is transport safety, hazard controls and risk analysis. Then fire safety, hazards controls and risk analysis. Occupational hygiene, ergonomics, safety and risk management. Electrical safety, hazard control and risk analysis. These are the four modules will be covered under unit 2, which is called workplace safety. That means it is all about the safety of the workplace. The learning objectives are identify workplace hazard and assess their risk. Why? Because if we can't identify the hazard, then how could we ensure a safety culture? Because safety has a positive relationship with the productivity. All of us actually working for one common cause, that is to achieve the ultimate goal of the organization, which is in short-term profit maximization, in long-term value maximization. Whenever you're gonna try to add some value into your organization, you must have to consider the safety first, because safety first, safety always. When you can ensure that your employees will feel that they are well taken care of, and by having that, their morale will be high. If their morale will be high, they will more engaged with your organization. That means you're gonna have a productive workforce. That's why we will ensure the workplace safety because of humanitarian ground as well as economic ground. Develop methods to implement safety controls and reduce accident is another learning objective. And the last one is learn how to enhance workplace safety through employee training and engagement. Okay, so we are trying to ensure the employee engagement through our workplace safety here. Then unit number 3. In unit number 3, you're gonna have hazard communication and industrial hygiene. That means chemical hazard will be there. As you know, Occupational Health and Safety Administration has defined hazard in 6 categories. The most important one is chemical safety. That's why introduction to hazard communication has come. HASCOM is there at the first place. Then understanding chemical hazards and its safety data sheet, and types of hazards. These are the 4 modules will be covered under hazard communication and industrial hygiene. The basic of hazard communication is pretty simple. What is that? If you are within a company, if you are within a factory or industry, you have the right to understand what are the hazards you are dealing with as your production means or means of production. So you may not have the luxury to eliminate it. You may have to live with that hazard, but you must have to know what kind of risk are there, how severe that risk could be, and the language should be universal, which is according to GHS, Global Harmonized System, as well. And the Occupational Health and Safety Administration, the 16 section safety data sheet will ensure that your chemical that you are handling details every safety precautions. Okay, there are 9 pictograms, there are lots of labelings and 16 section safety data sheets. So you will have a very comprehensive idea about types of hazard, safety data sheet, and understanding chemical hazards and its safety, as well as introduction to hazard communication according to United Nations globally harmonized system. So the learning objective is pretty simple. We're gonna help you to understand the importance of hazard communication, develop methods to identify and communicate chemical hazards and safety measures, learn how to use safety data sheet effectively. These are the learning objectives. We will keep it in our mind. After completing this unit, you're gonna able to use these modules for this outcome. Okay. Now, unit number 4, safety management. What does that mean? Safety management. This unit actually explores the key principles and practices of effective safety management within organization. That means the behavioral based safety approaches will be there. Your safety key performance indicators will be there, and regulatory frameworks to both global and local perspective. How could you, oblige them? How could you, obey them? You're gonna learn in this unit, which is safety management. That means to manage your safety. Behavior-based safety management, health and safety KPIs, safety and health regulations, global and local perspective, and introduction to ISO 45001 and occupational safety and health administration. These are the 4 modules that included in Unit 4, which is called safety management. We have the learning objectives here. Learn how to develop and implement safety management system, whether it is behavior-based or health and safety KPI-based. Then understand global and local health and safety regulations. As a safety champion, as a safety prone people, you must have to know what is going on around the world, what is all about safety, what is the international regulations about the safety. You must have to know that. To understand that, we are actually designing these modules and develop strategies to track and measure safety performance using KPIs. These are the learning objectives we will have in our mind when we're gonna conduct this unit 4, which is called safety management. And then unit 5, accident management. Again, you may take precautions, you may identify the hazard, you may go for the control measures hierarchy, even or however you may have everything covered, but accident may happen. That's why it is called an uncertain and undesired event. Okay, so in this case, how to prepare yourself if any sort of accident happened, you're gonna learn that. You're gonna learn how to root cause analysis, how to perform root cause analysis, that is which is beneath the surface, and what are the countermeasures we must have to take to ensure the minimum damage of the employees, of the assets and the environment. Emergency response mechanism. This is a proactive thing, but it will happen after the accident. Then documentation and accident investigation. Again, the regulations and the law of the land will come forward, will come strictly come up to you if any sort of accident happen. So for that very reason, you must have to prepare yourself. Documentation and accident investigation should be there, as well as you must have to have the tendency to learn from your mistake. That's why the accident management and accident documentation should be there. It will keep you it will give you the reminder that anything, and if you do anything like that, then accident will happen. So you're gonna take the lesson from your mistake. The learning objectives are learn how to establish accident investigation protocols. You must have to follow that protocols. Learning objectives are to establish accident investigation protocols. You're going to learn that. Then develop strategies to conduct root cause analysis and implement corrective actions. Without knowing what is beneath the surface, you actually can't uproot the problem. That's why you're gonna learn that. Then improve emergency response capabilities and documentation practice. It will help you to maintain or keep your damage minimal. Okay. Then the last one, the occupational disease and prevention. Unit 6. Okay. The occupational diseases are distinguished from the occupational accident or work-related injuries. Occupational diseases are the diseases that is the result from your work environment. Okay. So this unit examines the nature and impact of occupational diseases and workplace-related injuries. It introduces common occupational health risks, their symptoms and causes, and practical approaches to prevention and management. So in this unit, you're going to have again 4 modules. One is Introduction to Occupational Diseases. What are the occupational diseases you may encounter with due to your work environment? You're gonna know that. Then occupational disease symptoms and cause and preventions. What are the symptoms? How could you understand? How could you define that it is occupational diseases? Because lots of complaints and lots of legal issues will arise from these. So you must have to know that causes and prevention. Occupational injury and its prevention, which is work-related injuries, which is very different from your occupational diseases. Then communicable diseases and its management, infectious diseases and its management, how to manage it if it happens. So these are the 6 units we're going to cover under DEHS, which is Diploma in Health, Safety and Environment. I thank you everybody for listening to me. If you have any question about the modules I described right now, the platform is right open for you. The time is right now. Do you have any question on the, yes, Tawhid?
No, sir. Yeah, please. I think we can take questions from now. Any questions related to modulation part, you're most welcome to ask. If you have microphone issues, you can actually type your questions in the chat box as well. Any questions?
So my dear participants, I hope that you actively listen. You understand what are the modules we're going to cover and what are the learning objectives of those modules. Alfred McMason is there, Bella Karimi, Ephraim Nayansaba, then James Elijah, Shumit Sharkar, Sandeep Filippo, and Uttom. My dear participants, do you have any question about the module we discussed here right now? If you don't have any question, or if you have any question regarding the diploma regarding course fees, okay, course fee, my dear Tawhid, would you please answer that?
Yes, I'm just going to type that course fee in the chat box. Just give me a moment. Any other questions?
Any other question other than the course fee? Job opportunity in global and as well as local. You're gonna have the job opportunity, obviously. Why not? Tawhid, what do you say, my dear? After completing this, the professionals will. Sumit said I missed first 10 minutes.
I think for job opportunities, of course, if you are in this field already, and you are going to exercise this course, I think it's going to be a very big help for you to get promotions and everything.
Yes, it will open a new avenue for you. It will widen your knowledge domain, as well as your certification will support the knowledge you have about safety, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. I missed 10 minutes. So first 10 minutes. Okay. I think the first 10 minutes were almost like the introduction of World Academy. So technically, you haven't missed anything.
Elijah, you raised hand, my dear. James Elijah.
Yes, James, you can go ahead, ask your question. It seems that you are unmuted, so I think it's not going to be a problem asking questions.
Okay, I'm having to I'm glad that I'm part of this forum. I'm part of this good learning process. I wanted to know what is the duration of this course.
The duration is actually 6 months.
Good.
Great. James, you're welcome. James, I think you can type your question if you have issues with your microphone.
Okay, there is a question. This compared to which level of qualification in Tanzania?
Okay, I think to explain this better, it is actually we would say this is a UK comparison. It's a level 6 program. Now the question is, when we compare to a particular country, it's going to be difficult to assess. It's actually not possible for World Academy or ProfQual to go to every country and do the equivalency check. So if you want to know about the equivalency, I would put it in level 6 qualifications as well, according to the UK market.
According to the.
Yeah.
Then another question: exams are online
Exams
based?
are, yes, everything is online based. Everything is going to be online based. You'll be attending the exams on the portal. Thank you, sir, for assisting. Yeah, okay. I think we've covered that. All right. Any other questions regarding the module? I just wanted to know whether there will be an attachment or on-field training during and after the program. All right. So this program is completely online program. So whatever you're going to learn from this, you will be attending sessions online through the Zoom app, just like we are having this session. There will not be any field training for this program. I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I have a question too.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, please. I saw during the introduction of these modules, I saw ISO 45. What about
Yes.
ISO 14?
ISO 45001.
ISO 45001?
Yes, ISO 45001. What about
Yes.
ISO 14001?
14001 is not covered here, but there will be some glimpse of that, I think.
I think, sir, what he was referring to, the ISO certification that World Academy has, that is most like, that's 40,180, if I'm not wrong. That's basically for the IT and learning, education and training online. So that's related to providing online training programs at a standardized version. So that is not related to the program, it's rather related to the institution.
Yes, I think it's I mean the introduction to ISO 1401. I think it might be there because we are dealing also with the environment here. Can it be added for the just the introduction for it, so that we can understand more?
I think Nyan Sabha asked for this one, module 16, introduction to ISO 45001, as well. He wants us to introduce 14,001, because it is the 14001 is all about environmental management system.
All right. Okay.
That's why it's a good suggestion. I think we can work on it.
Yeah, all right. I'll definitely keep that into account.
Yeah, good suggestion. Good suggestion. Any more question?
If not, then maybe we can wrap up the session if that's okay with everyone. And anyone who has already joined this program, I'm sure they have been given the access to the portal and everything. They can also be in communication with their representative as well. For any assistance, there is a support team. You just need to ask for it. They're going to be connected with you. Those who haven't joined as of yet, and they can get connected with your representative who gave you this link to today's orientation and get all the details, the rest of the details of how to enroll, what's the process and everything. You need to check your eligibility as well. That's one part of it. And once everything matches, you can proceed to enroll. Mr. Nazmul, when are we going to start the next session? If you may let us know.
Yes, the first session gonna be start from 5th of April.
The 5th of April. So yeah, we have a month or so almost to start the program. So who have joined or who hasn't joined yet, they may apply. Yes, thank you for sharing the flyer. Thank you, Nazmul. So it's going to be on the 5th of April. As you know that it's the Ramadan period and there's going to be Eid and everything. So we have to consider all religious aspects as well. So that's why we have going to start on the 5th of April. I hope that's not going to be a big issue for everyone. Anything else? If not, then we can conclude the session. Thank you, Mr. Mathur, sir, for your excellent explanation and is helping me out with the questions as well. It was nice having you. It was nice having everyone in today's attendance. Kindly do connect with your representative for any further questions. We'll be glad to assist you according to that.
Thank you, everybody. The night is still young.
The night is still young.
Shall
Yes, sir. Yes, please go ahead.
On 8th of April, I think will be the Easter in Tanzania. I don't know. How have you planned it? It will be Sunday.
On the
8th of April.
On the 8th of April.
Yes.
Okay. March, April. It's on Wednesday. We will be having our classes on Sunday, so I think it's going to be okay. We're not going to skip classes. It will start on the 5th, so you'll have 2 days in between the Easter. Okay.
It will be Sunday. It will be Sunday.
Yeah, the classes will be on Sundays. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that the Easter will be on Sunday, 8th April.
I think the 8th April is actually Wednesday. I think what you're referring to is going to be the 5th of Sunday.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll talk to the administration and see if we can fit in. Maybe we can put a date earlier or later, maybe 12th. We'll definitely take that into consideration. No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So with that note, I'm going to conclude. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you, sir, and pleasure having everyone who has joined as guests today. Good day and have a blessed evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.